Join us for this video where we find uncommon games such as Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball, Devil Dice on PS1, Castlevania on DS, Tatey the Cat, and a Sony Walkman, brand new in the package. Amazing. Let's do this thing.
Chase after the right price.
Hello and welcome to Chase After the Right Price. This is Thrift Store Game Finds. I've got a few thrift stores on the docket for today. Just a short little trip in my neighborhood, local town. So I think there's two Goodwills, a video game store, and Salvation Army, maybe a few other stops depending on what I decide to do. But I'm going to take you guys with me, so let's do it. Alright, so I got a few things at the first Goodwill. Got the herbs, Sims in the City, for $5. And then picked up these jewel cases, $1.99, probably 20 of them in there. So not a bad deal. I like to pick those up when they're cheap. And the coolest of the bunch was this Chronicles of Narnia. It's the full set on audio CD. There's 19 discs in there. You can see some of them there. A few pages of discs. That was $8, and it's going for about 40-ish. So that's pretty cool. I actually read all these books as a kid, so it's kind of cool to find that kind of thing. So off to the next stop. Let's go do it. Guys, I just got the score of the day. The score of the month, probably. It's January 19th, and this thing was $18, which seems kind of expensive, but this is a Sony Walkman, brand new, in the blister pack. It's got a little bit of damage right there, but that's okay, because the sold listings on eBay for brand new, one was $190 and one was $200, and the only ones listed right now that haven't sold are listed at $500, which is nuts. There's two of them listed at that. But still, I'm gonna say it's probably got to be worth $150 because of the little wear and tear, or the the damage there, the bending. So that's an amazing score. And this is from a thrift store that I don't usually go to. It's called Bibles for Missions. My grandma works at it one day a week. And she kind of told me, hey, maybe I should stop in because they've gotten in some new stuff. So I also picked up this Canon AE1. Had to pay up for it, $50, but this is the one to have. This thing is super high on Amazon right now, and it's in really good shape. Has a flash, and the key is the lens, the 50mm lens. So even though I had to pay up for it, it's still a good score. I expect at least 100 from that. So this was a great little stop, a great way to fund the collection by getting, new old electronics like the Sony Walkman, and then the camera like the Canon. So this really helps me right now to get some Switch games, and to maybe save up to get Alyssa a Switch. I would love to do that for her, and she kind of wants one, so maybe we can make it happen with these purchases. Alright guys, so if you haven't noticed, I've been taking advantage of Family Video's game deal going on this month, buy one get one half off, and they're really clearing out a lot of games for cheap. So Clicking Mama 2, you can't see it there, but That's $3, making Picross 3D $1.50. Cookie Mama 3 was $3, making Transformers Prime $1.50. And then Kirby Triple Deluxe, very sun-faded. Dropped the cartridge, but it looked like it was okay. So that one was $10. And then Lego Star Wars was $5. Folklore on the PS3, making Dynasty Warriors $4. And then Guitar Hero Smash Hits complete for $6, and Guitar Hero Smash Hits on Wii complete for $3. So it was a nice little stop. I'm gonna keep thrifting, and wow, this day's going a lot better than I expected. So let's keep going. Alright, so I'm done at the Salvation Army. I showed you guys in the store these little handhelds. They were $2 a piece. So 2 Monopolies and a Frogger. And then you also saw the Odyssey 2 video game system, which I'll see if I can show. I ended up popping on it. It's right there. It was $30, which that's pretty steep, especially since the box was in awful condition. But the reason I was willing to pop on it was because it had the voice attachment on it. So at the very least, you know, with that, it's worth at least $30. The system's not really that sought after, but the system and there were 2 games and then the voice attachment and 2 controllers. So for $30, it's not too bad. It might be worth like $60. I definitely didn't want to pay that much, but I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I should get it. Alright guys, so I just scored pretty well at the video game store. I've been waiting. I have my 20% off. If you check into the store 10 times, you get 20% off on the 10th. So I was there and I wanted to make the trip count. So I've been waiting for them to get some inventory built up, some good games. And I spent $350. And that also included 3 free games in addition to the 20% off. So this is one of the highlights, this Super Advantage joystick. A friend of mine from church was looking for this. Him and his wife love playing Miss Pac-Man, which I hooked them up with a system and Miss Pac-Man for Christmas. And now they're like, oh, we gotta have the joystick. And I was like, well, they're hard to find, but I'll see what I can do. So it's 25, but 20% off puts it to $20. So, Tom, there you go, my friend. And we also got a GameCube with a Gameboy player and the disc, and that came to $72. A little expensive, but not too bad. The Game Boy player with the disc is hard to come by. And then a Sega Saturn, which ended up being $60, with a good first-party controller and all the cords. And then a stack of games here, including probably my favorite of the bunch, going in the collection, the Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball. So paid $40 for that after the 20% off. That's a rare game. And man, this thing's in really good shape. So, pretty good score. You know, it probably goes for $60 in this condition most of the time. So I was like, yeah, you know, with 20% off, I'll pop on it. Castlevania for $12 with the 20% off. I'll just say the 20% off price. Zelda, Link to the Past, $22. And this one, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, another one I didn't have, and I've been waiting for a good deal on it. $16 is pretty good. Because I want all the SNES Classic games, and for whatever reason I didn't have this one. So I think I'm maybe one away now. I might have them all. I'll have to look. And then Go Vacation, little hidden gem there. Spyro: A Hero's Tale for $8. These are all complete. Disney Universe for $4. Capcom Classic Collections for like $5. And there's some more games. Let me grab those. How to Train Your Dragon 2, 20% off of 8. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, 20% off of 4. And then Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for 8. And again, all these are complete so far. Definitely a factor that I consider when buying these kinds of games, especially at a retail store like this. Devil Dice on PS1 seems to be fairly uncommon. It was $12, so pretty good deal. This one rang up for free. This was one of the freebies. $20, Castlevania complete, so that's really cool. And then Resident Evil on the DS complete. We got Gundam Battle Assault. That one was also free. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. Nice complete game there. And Bomberman Party Edition looks pretty fun. Bomberman can be pretty fun. Played it on the Switch, and most people didn't like it, but I thought it was alright. I'm dropping games here. And then Simpsons Hit and Run. Great game there. So all that for $350. And I didn't show you guys the GameCube and the Sega Saturn, but those were included. Those were the big ticket items. So it was a really good stop. It's been a great thrifting day. I just really appreciate you guys joining. It makes it so much more fun to be able to record and, you know, just kind of take you guys with me. So let me know if you got any questions in the comment feed. I always answer them. I'm happy to just kind of talk with you guys through those comments. Feels cool to make that connection. So yeah, just say hi in the comments and, you know, just let's have a conversation. So thanks for watching, guys. See you.